And I'm so bummed. I had bought some Degen's coffee. They had coffee that they had branded with their, I think it was a NFT project called Tunes. I could be wrong. And then they did a kid called Beast Coffee. And I bought some. It was amazing. And then just like 2 weeks ago, they were like we can't make this business go. So they had to shut their doors. But I love, I don't know. I thought that was a really good idea, good way to do it. NFT project. And I bought some.
Oh wow, I've been talking and muted. Which parcel are we on this fine morning?
I thought that was a really good idea. Good way to do it. We're still at the same old, same old. -89, -85. I was gonna try to do something today, but we're not quite there yet. We'll be ready a little later. And I don't
Well,
see anything here, so
yep. I was gonna say, on a bad note, nothing is here. But on the good note, if you look up, there's a screen, and it's actually working.
okay. That's my questions. Like that's what I want. I'm a needy woman. I need both. I need the screen to work and I need the build at the same time. That's like one or the other. Right now I don't have either. So but I will. Oh, I see a gray screen in the Decentraland's defense. I did just deploy this build, and so like it takes, like I just have to keep reminding myself when I'm like it doesn't instantly work. I have to be like, all right, that's okay. Like give it time, and so it takes a few minutes to show up in world usually. My problem is then I'm like, okay, I'll just scroll on my phone for a few minutes until it shows up, and like an hour later, after I learned about like Teeny's macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving 1,000 times, I'm like, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm testing my scene. So I'm going to reload.
I was forced to reload. I had a crash.
Ah,
Oh
yeah,
no.
sometimes reload works, but sometimes reload doesn't do anything for me.
Mm, Yeah, like yeah. I haven't had a instance where reload has worked properly for me. What it mainly does is like I'll do slash reload, it'll make everything disappear.
Yeah, yeah, and then like if there's colliders, you'll or like a floor, you'll sink through the floor. I'm I'm getting to know this builder, not the creator hub, because I'm not going to use something until it works. So just the builder, I'm getting to know it better, and it's very temperamental. Like, uh, oh my gosh, like was Rustan here? Like Rustan, the animation thing where you have to click those two little options. It's like literally like Russian roulette. You don't know if you're going to get the option to do that this time or not. Like you'll upload and then it'll quickly like disappear. So you have to be, I have to like make my screen as big as possible. I got my mouse click ready to go. I upload my image. It shows up for a second. I hit one of them. I start playing on spawn, and then it goes off the page before I hit loop. So it's just a fun game. And now I know if it does that, like just keep trying. It takes like 3 or 4 times, but it thus far it has worked. So it's yeah. So I have more gray hair after this week. Just a few.
So sad news on the progress we thought we've made with the screen. After my crash, the screen is white again.
Okay. Uh
Okay.
well, you know what I say we are then, guys? We are outstanding in our field. Get it? Because we're
Did
in.
you slap your knee while you said
I
it?
did. I did. That's the kind of humor. That's why you guys showed up. Like our new friends are like, wow, these people can really host a space. Telling their mom jokes and everything. Uh, yeah, so it'll be a fun day. I'm excited. We are gonna keep the space relatively short, I think, this morning. Y'all don't want to hear us talk all day. I think um, keep it short, and then what time do the festivities start? 4 o'clock West Coast time.
Uh, Sounds about
7
correct. 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes, for PST. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. Day one, pretty much all submissions are about there, so we should be kicking off at 5 p.m. Eastern, or I mean, I'm sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern with performance from Fifi, followed by Yoshiro, which should be exciting.
Yeah, that one is going to be. I'm really looking forward to that, and so many good ones.
Yes, yes. When is the new build going to be deployed, Canessa?
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can. I'm not gonna do it right at 4. Um, but yeah, actually, like, oh, I had the best idea. So just when you're there, imagine it like I was gonna have the whole thing like slowly rise out of the ground, but it hasn't manifested. KJ is awesome and she's helping me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do no, I don't think I want to gamble because then if I put that build in, then what if the other build happens? But yeah, I think later, a little bit before the event, I will do the final deploy and see what it looks like in world. I'll probably be like, wait, this isn't what it looked like in the preview. Like, what the heck? Um, yeah, I'm excited. It is like pushed it's pushed me so it's pushed me so more than any other project. So I'm pretty happy with it. But again, like couldn't do it without the people that have helped, like Rustan, you are like the godfather because I wouldn't have anything on the build without you. So you like get, I don't know, you get like free popcorn or something. That's all I got.
All you got is free popcorn. I mean, what kind of popcorn is it? Like the caramel corn from the fair? Like, I might want to buy a pass for this.
How about churro flavored popcorn for Ruston? I feel like that might be pretty yummy.
As a Hispanic man, I feel uncultured by not knowing that churro flavored uh popcorn exists.
Wait, you were cutting out. You've never had a churro, or you didn't know churro popcorn
I didn't
exists?
know churro popcorn exists.
Oh, I mean, it's, you know, I don't know that it exists, but it just sounds good. This time of year, it just, I don't know, it sounds really tasty. Like Christmas officially has begun. Day after Thanksgiving. If I wasn't doing this, I'd be like doing a bunch of Christmas stuff. Yeah. Hmm. Well,
I mean, we're here about to wake up a sleepy weasel so she could run around while we're doing the space.
he has a ferret, you guys. Just for context, he has a ferret.
Yes, she is my weasel, my lovely weasel. She gives me kisses when I wake her up and take her out of her cage. As a fun fact to everyone, I probably already said this fun fact about a million times. Ferrets have little sandpaper tongues just like cats. Right, Maki? Got her.
I did not know that.
I wish she could talk so she could like showcase her sandpaper tongue and tell us about it.
See, oh, so JJ64 says when I enter, I can listen to some seconds, but then the sound is off. Can you hear or watch something? Actually, I wonder if that is the glitch, or I don't know if it's a feature or a bug, but people noticed yesterday that when you look at the screen, you can hear the audio, but then if you look away from it, you lose the audio. So it's almost like proximity voice, which would make sense if you're looking at something, you're going to hear it louder. So I don't know if it's intentional and they're just trying it out. Um, yeah. So I wonder if that is part of it. Oh, I reloaded and I got a build. So it did just take a little bit of time.
Like slash reload?
Yeah, I just did slash reload.
Okay, okay. I know I've talked my shit about slash reload, but oh, I got a build, except I'm inside it. Okay,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
there we go. Slash reload worked. I got a build. Let's see if the
I've
TV
got a
works.
gray screen.
Okay, I take back everything I said about slash reload. But the screen does
Replay
is still not
video.
working though, so I don't know if you see it.
No, no. But I see you guys and I see a build, so that's half. We're halfway there.
We are halfway there. But let's see, looking around the room, see Meta DJ popped in. What's up, Meta DJ? Good to see you. DJ CK is here. And yeah, so very good to see you all. I'm happy to see Rustan. I feel like I haven't seen Rustan all week. He's probably been in calls with you all week, like just like no, Canessa, don't click on that. Click on this. Now drag that. No, not that way.
Yeah, that's definitely Rustan has been my lifesaver. He was like, "How many objects do you have?" So Rustan, I'm up to 740 objects. So, but only 71,000 triangles. I I want to make a meme, but it would only be funny that for people that do Blender, and it would be like, I got 900 problems, but triangles ain't one of them. I'm sorry, I've been blendering too much, but like for anybody in Decentraland, you know that like triangles are the worst when you're just trying to build, and like when you're in the builder, like that you're always fighting triangles, but then once you go to Blender, then you don't fight triangles. You have new problems like constraints and colliders and stuff, but triangles are no longer a problem. I'm realizing I think I've spent too much time in
Audio cut
Blender
off.
this week.
Can you hear me, Canessa?
Can you hear me? Now I can, yeah.
Okay, that was weird. I went out of the app and it like cut everything. So note to self today, Twitter won't
Good.
let me go out of that.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, Dana is asking for a picture of your weasel.
Picture of my weasel. I have many sleeping pictures of a weasel. She likes to sleep on her back and like belly up and stuff and like go sideways and stuff. So I got you, Dana. I got you. Uh, I don't know if we need to like disclose the context once again. I have a ferret, guys.
Yeah, yeah, it might be. Anybody just coming into the space is like, whoa, this they're crazy. That
They're sharing
crazy in that
they're
metaverse.
sharing pictures of their weasels amongst themselves. Like, damn, I need to get into this community. Uh,
Yeah, we might have more people just
have more
ay,
people
ay, ay.
around for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I'm here for the weasel.
So I see that Rustan has like a banner on right now, like in
Yeah,
world.
I know. I was looking at
It
that.
like in the back, it was like it says like Mverse, which I was like, oh, whatever, whatever, Mverse, probably another metaverse. I turn it around and it has a dead mouse on it, and now I need it.
What does that have on it?
Like a dead mouse, like my helmet.
Oh, wow. Rustan is flexing. Wow. Not to mention, look at that jacket. That's a pretty good look. And the stars. Wow. Just when
Yeah,
you think you're cool, Rustan comes in and shows you what cool looks like.
yeah, you know, Rustan is pretty drippy. He is among the drippiest on Decentraland. I think if we ever had any more metaverse supermodels, Rustan is the perfect candidate for the male position.
Oh, yes. That would be fun. The model painter becomes the model. That would yeah, that's what we need to do.
I'm putting your name on the ballot, Rustan. Rustan for first male metaverse supermodel. But yeah, oh man, so much to do right before this event. Uh, so little time, or so it feels like it. Uh, what do you think, Vanessa? Should next time should we start the process maybe 5 weeks in advance instead of four?
Yeah, but I think no matter what, I mean, I don't know any none of the people in my circle really like do well with like structuring their time. So it doesn't matter if we had another week, I would still be doing this ahead of time. Like there was a there's a good quote once that like animators are never done, they just have their work taken away from them. Like and I could totally see that where I'm never going to be done with this build. I'm just going to be like, well, maybe if I put the little plant over here to like bring the ambiance and like, but also like I the reason I'm behind, I mean it's a good reason. It's I had the ocean that I was like inspired in creating this build. And then like 2 months ago, Zom actually let me know about this other land and I was able to get it. And so it was like everything that I had created already was just like, all right, now you get to magnify this and do it on a lot large scale. And I'll tell you, like, it is really hard to it's awesome to have more land, but it's also way more work to build on such a big area. Um, like a huge jump from what I'm used to. So I think that's part of it is just, um, yeah, like making that work and then dealing with some of the, the challenges of just the transition from the SDK7, like the client. Um, it's like imperfect timing. Like it would have been much easier to do it when that whole switchover wasn't happening. But no, the cool thing is it's working. I'm learning and like hopefully it'll be good and people will enjoy it and have fun. And I think that's the most important thing right now is like have fun in Decentraland because it's a cool place, but it is less active as it used to be. So gotta get more life going.
Yep, yep, most definitely. Oh, nope, stop climbing me. Anyway, uh, and yeah, I guess like even back to like the part like where we're talking of even if we started sooner, I think we'd still be in the same uh boat as we are now. I guess like on the entertainment side, the and like kind of like setting up for musicians. I think it'd be the same too because both of us are individuals that like can't seem to set a hard deadline. We want everyone to be included. Uh, so like with that, it opens up a lot of final moment changes and stuff like that, and adjustments and gathering of data.
Yeah, and there's probably you probably can't like schedule artists like I don't know way in advance. They're probably like doing other gigs and stuff like that. So some of it has to be, I don't know, in more like shorter term. Like, yeah, I've got this Friday free. I got it. I could do it. Um, but I'm not sure. That would just be my assumption, maybe, of musicians.
Mhm. And I want to welcome Madamus to the room. Welcome, Madamus. Good to see you today. Seeing Madamus's graceful robot down there actually got me even thinking, Vanessa, like, Do you think with the new client and all these SDKs, do you think we'll one day be able to bring back our um, like CBD 1 year build, but all upgraded and with all the bells and whistles and stuff?
I mean, I can only talk about like the part that I know of it, and like when I create it in Blender, I could just export that right to SDK 7. So yes, the build itself, like it's there's nothing complicated about it. The coding that was done by Madamus, that's a Madamus question. I should speak for him and be like, why, yes, he would love to spend all that time working on it, but yeah, I have no idea what coding, what the changeover, what that involves. So I'm not sure.
Just speaking for him reminds me of like, like the team, whenever you have like a team here, it's like the marketing person that's trying to get the job. It's like, yes, we can get it done. It can all get done. All your dreams will come true. And then the coder is like, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Yeah,
uh
I
well,
think I saw a meme like that recently where it's like the marketing person looking at, or like the devs looking at the marketing person sell something that they haven't even built yet. So yeah. And I am sending out some wearables. I think everybody here's on the list, but I got Harmony and X69 sent you some. Um, yeah, so have some cool swag to wear. If you haven't gotten anything yet, I'm kind of like, as I see people in world handing it out. But if you guys want it sooner, just hit me up, send me your address in DMs, and I'll send you some stuff.
you've been busy. You've been busy sending them. Are you going to have to do it manually tonight, opposed to like having some super cool wallet skimmer?
Everything about me is low tech and like not not advanced. So I'm gonna do it the old fashioned way. I don't know how to put like a machine on my land, and I don't know how to do all the cool coding stuff. So I call it like my poor man's coding. Like I'm just sending it out. I'm trying to keep a list, but if you guys get doubles, just give them to a friend or something. But yep,
Pass it
that's what I
on to a
got.
friend. And be careful there with your use of low tech. I almost imagined you with a typewriter typing in like or recording everyone's wallet addresses.
Do you know how expensive typewriters are? Because I tried to buy one last year. They're expensive and they have really poor reviews. Like, I remember having a typewriter as a kid, and I thought it's so it's so cool. But now they're like, whew, they're expensive.
Well, as a kid, that was a technology that was around. Uh, now I'm guessing more. If you're buying a typewriter, you're basically like going into antique territory.
Don't get me started on that. Like for a long time, I wanted to be the metaverse, the world's first metaverse antique shop. Cause like you know my story, like I just gotta do this stuff. But like how cool would it be to be like looking through 150-year-old, stereoscopic photography in the metaverse, or listening to 120-year-old music in Web3, like where the music is minted on the blockchain and it could live forever. Like one of these days when when I'm not busy, I'm gonna do that stuff.
Hey, I believe in you. Now you got to do it since you're talking about it. Just saying, or else someone might steal your idea.
Do you know how much I wish there was another person like me that would think, "Ooh, putting antiques on the blockchain sounds really fun." Like, I wish I could find that person because, I could play my gramophone and impress them with my, you know, um, my antique collection. It's yeah, it's I'm a few and far between. I did go to like a stereoscopic conference a few years ago, and I was definitely the youngest person there, but yeah, good times.
Sounds like a great time then. Uh, let's see. Popping in, I just saw 044 pop into the space. Welcome, 044. It's been a while, so happy to see you today. And I don't know if you've heard, but we've got a big event starting at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight and tomorrow. So if you're around, you may want to jump in and say hello. And welcome to Odd Job. I see Big Briggs. Welcome, Dr. Drip, and hello, Brandon, my dog. Toxic Waifu and Mean Green are in the building as well. So many friends today, Canessa.
Yeah, I mean, the metaverse, you heard it this week. The metaverse isn't dead, right? Got the the metaverse coins pumping a little bit, and kind of a fun, interesting week. Brought back some memories, some flashbacks.
I wonder if the guy with that made the metaverse is a dead mall video. I wonder if like one day when he's proven wrong, if he'll make a video that's like, I was wrong. The metaverse is a lively mall.
Oh, that would be a fun one. I won't hold my breath. Definitely.
Nah, you probably got to
Ah.
pay him for that, and I'm not. I'm not spending a dime on it.
Ooh, Toxic says the Dead Mall guy made a new DCL video. Toxic, I did not see that. I'm I'm curious. I don't know if I want to see it.
He's just coming
Oh
back to break the rest of us that have remained.
God. Maybe Toxic says he was at the Metaverse Music Festival, so I think there'll be a new one soon. Oh my gosh. I actually met like one of his friends at GDC because the person was taking a picture of our booth. So of course I'm like, hi, let's talk about Decentraland. And he was like laughing. He's like, my friend made that video. I'm like, that's all right. Everybody's got to do something. So it's okay. It's not for everyone, but uh, yeah,
Everyone's
that
got
was
to
a
get
that was an
clout.
interesting moment.
Everyone's got to get clout from
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well, then I was talking to this person, and I'm like, oh, like, what do you do? And he's like, I work for CoinDesk, and I'm just like, oh, like, wow, what did I just say for the last 10 minutes? Hopefully, I didn't, say anything ridiculous or start talking about my metaverse antique collection. But I didn't. It
Right.
was cool. It was chill.
Yep, yep. I mean, it, do you remember when this scenario used to be more common? Like, we would be on the Decentraland at like any given event, like could be a Rustan event or even just hanging out at Genesis Plaza. And then like, you'll be like talking about to your friends and sharing information, and then all of a sudden, like a week later, it's like there's a new CoinDesk article how it's like, oh, this person said this, this, and this, and then that person said that.
Yeah, it is. There's been some times where it's interesting because they're definitely looking through like the chats, the forums, the DAO, and like taking like they probably already know what they want, like the angle they want to write about, and then they just look through all the proposals till they find, evidence that backs up that stance, and then they write an article about it. Yay! And so yeah, that's I guess that's journalism. You got to do that. So we'd be we'd be fools if we didn't think that they'd do that. But hopefully they also see, the the positives in there too. And if they don't, that's all right. Maybe they just come and join us and see how positive we are. all the
The
time.
sad thing about journalism is they don't see the good aspects, or they don't see what you want them to see unless you give them some monies.
Yeah, and that is unfortunately the way it
Sure.
goes. It's cool that Decentraland doesn't do that. So
Nope, we don't give them monies.
yay! I'm so glad to see everybody wearing the wearables. The Fabio did such a good job on those. So if you see him, tell him thanks.
Does Fabio know about the event happening a little later?
He does. He does. He might be doing cool stuff IRL though, so we'll see. Maybe he'll stop by.
Yeah, he could stop by either today or tomorrow. Tomorrow might be easier. Who knows?
Well, I hope our friends around the world can make it just because it was, we did it on this time zone or like on multiple time zones so that people could just stop in for a little, for a lot. And yeah, it's kind of cool. See how that goes. I wonder if we'll notice like when regions wake up, like in the past, like the 24-hour event where we were like, okay, Europe is waking up. And then we're like, oh, Japan must be waking up. Or like America should be in bed because we don't make any sense and we're excited about like McGriddles.
Yep, yep. I mean that is something that was easy to see during the 24-hour mental health and wellness event that True was hosting. Hmm, yeah, I wonder if we'll get any kind of like that feel this time around. One thing that would be fun maybe in the future is like get the 24-hour crew together, like and run some shifts, like have like an overnight crew while you and I are sleeping.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I don't know why, but like, I mean, make staying up 24 hours when you're when you're a teenager, it's like, yeah, I want to do that. It's no problem. But when you're older, it's like, oh my gosh, like this is, I don't know. That was a long time. I think the worst part was trying to compose tweets at the end of it, like every hour, and you're like trying to tag people, and your executive functioning skills are just declining rapidly, and it's tricky.
Yeah, definitely. One 24-hour day of being awake the entire day ruins like 2 days, the next 2 days after.
Yes, yes, it does.
Oh,
And I see Brandon in the audience. Congratulations, Brandon.
oh.
Big week for you.
Did Brandon finally take over the world? Come tell us about it, Brandon.
I think he did. I mean, he's taking over every project. I'm like, man, any project that gets Brandon should be like counting their blessings.
Oh, well, I mean, if that's the case, are we talking about his beast?
No, no,
Damn, what other
nope. But
project
I mean,
got a Brandon?
well, let's see. I shouldn't have said anything because I hate calling people out and then being like spilling the news. But he did make a post about it, so that's all good.
I think I know. 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 I think you would want us all to know about it. I think, at least I think. But he made a nice corner. I'll go that far. He made a very, very nice corner.
He said he's at work right now, so probably good not to like mix business and pleasure.
Yep, yep. Make sure to keep that corner clean, tight, no needles. Just a awkward silence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna be on this space for maybe another 20 minutes. And so anyone that is listening, if you'd like to come up and talk about what you're up to in the next week or talk about your excitement for tonight's events, you're more than welcome to to request. If not, probably Canessa and I will talk about donuts, coffee, uh corners, typewriters, and steampunk for the remainder of the time.
Yep, that sounds good. Trying to think of what other things went on this week. I think it was kind of just a mellow week after music festival. And trying to think of what's coming up on the radar next. I wonder if there's going to be anything for Christmas, like festivities, if anybody's going to do Christmas parties or New Year's. Like, uh, I want to like capture New Year's Eve 2022, that energy, capture it, put it in a bottle, because that was like an amazing time for the metaverse.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. New Year's 2022, or are you referring to the 2021 going into 22?
21 going into
Oh yeah,
22.
that shit was lit. There was like three New Year's events happening, and like for every time zone and stuff like that, and like sometimes they would even like overlap each other. Oh my God, I miss New Year's 21 for sure.
I remember that. Like, oh yeah, it was like party jumping. Like, okay, we'll do 20 minutes at Zoo, and then we'll jump over to like altcoin radio, and then we'll go over here to Times Square. It was crazy. And yeah, like amazing builds too.
Yep. The Times Square build was a nice addition for I believe it was at the time the foundation team that did it that put that stage together. I think. I could be wrong.
Well, I know back then Impact, like altcoin radio and Impact did a New Year's Eve event where they raised money for, I think, computers for um, people, disadvantaged uh, youths. And so, like, I remember that, donating to that. It just, yeah, it was a really cool time to be here. And, like, I don't know, cool, crazy, big, lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that uh that event actually like as far as like a metaverse event can go, like it was pretty successful and they did manage to, purchase a lot of computers for the individuals or wherever they were donating them to. So the metaverse, I'm hoping brought a smile to some kid around the world.
I really wish we would do more, like, I think it would be really cool to do more philanthropy. Like, I'm not sure exactly how, because obviously, like, you can do it for the wrong reasons and get rugged. I also like gave a lot of donations to different places that then it's like, oh, I'm an idiot. Like, I just get rugged. But it would be really cool if we had I don't know, like a something, like if we're going to do wellness week or whatever, wellness month or something. Like, it would be really cool if it was more than just our little corner of the world. Like, how can we help a greater good? Because we have a lot of talent, a lot of resources, and so far we there hasn't been a lot of that here. So I don't know how to make that happen. It'd be really cool to connect with I don't know, like pancreatic research, pancreatic cancer research, or some kind of foundation like that, where wearable sales or something that we do in the metaverse can benefit the real world. um, so I'm manifesting that. I don't know how it'll happen, but maybe it'll happen.
You're gonna have to hit up some research labs.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think everybody would be like, "You want to give us money? Sure." And it's like you gotta be careful with the people already happy to take your money. Make sure it's the right people.
Yeah, yep. I feel like that is like a challenge in itself. And like like if you ever look towards like the big uh foundations and or like yeah, foundations you can donate to and stuff like
Uh-oh,
that.
did we
It's
lose you?
basically they're just looking at. Oh, I'm here. I hear you. Do you hear me? Can anyone hear
I do
me?
not hear
Thumbs up if you
Sam.
can hear me.
Does anybody else hear him?
Check, 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 check. No.
Oh, now I hear you.
You lost me? Okay. Now you hear
I
me.
hear you feverishly typing on the keyboard.
I was just saying hello to Firm. I see Fermion in the Twitch chat uh and in the Decentraland. And let's see. We just had a request to come up to speak. And just before we pass it out over to our new speaker, Kanessa, you can hear me? Everything's good?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, alrighty. What's up, Chaz? Welcome. Good to hear
What's
from you.
going on?
How you been?
Haven't been on Spaces in like a freaking month, dude, because of the stupid surgery stuff that I've been recovering from. It's just really good to be here and like say hi and like I saw you guys having a space. I just want to pop in and say hello.
Hello, hello. I mean, good. Definitely
I have
very
another
good to
speaking
hear
Hello,
from you.
hello.
coming up on the 5th of December, but like and then I'll be back and up and running like full time after that. Like a week after that. So I'm excited to get back to like being creative and stuff. It's been a lot of sitting around in a very comfy chair watching a lot of TV and movies and like getting caught up on that shit and I'm tired of it. I'm bored.
The the mind of a creator always runs. You'll be sitting on TV, watching TV comfortably, and you're like, I don't want to do this. I want to build. I want to create.
Yeah, like I'm watching movies and TVs, and getting all kinds of inspiration on like what like right now I'm in the middle of reading watching uh the series Arcane. I don't know if you've seen that
Yep.
or not, but it's like dude, the animated series is like it's so cool, man. It's like oh my god, it's inspiring me so much, and I just want to like, get back to where I can sit comfortably in front of the computer and actually build.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely for one, I'll say like keep that notebook near you and jot down your ideas because
Oh,
like
I am.
yeah, one thing I've always since I started being creative in this space and everything that I do, like I always find that like my best thoughts are like the 3 a.m. thoughts when I'm like just laying in bed about to drift into my sleep, and then I'm like, oh, this would be awesome. I'll definitely remember it when I wake up. Never do.
Yeah, and like the cool thing is like at least have a really comfy chair that has like LED lights that light up on it, like blue LEDs, so it's like nice and comfy. And I got this I got a new table for right next to the chair with like that I like it's much better than anything I've ever had next to it. And I got one of those things for the iPad where you can it puts on like an arm. So it's like it like floats in front of me whenever I want to move it in front of me. I can just like do stuff on the iPad and write on the iPad, and, like do little things without having to even move out of the chair. I just set that up the last week, so I'm like, let's go.
Okay, making some progress.
Right.
Um,
So like,
and
I'm like, how do I
uh,
sit comfortably in the comfortable chair without like, you know what I mean? And I got myself a new gaming chair for the front of the computer. So I just got that set up yesterday or day before yesterday. So I'm actually sitting in that now. So that's cool too. Like it's got Bluetooth speakers and built into it and stuff. It's pretty dope. I kind of spoil myself with to get comfort going on in the apartment.
hey, gotta get comfortable somehow. I mean, it's a good investment.
Yeah.
And I mean, how's recovery going? Everything's going smoothly.
There was
No
some
complications.
complications with like one certain part of my body that like needs to have a surgery done on it too. I won't go into detail. It's just like too much. But that's getting fixed on the 5th because I self advocated for myself so hardcore that like I didn't give them a break for an entire like 2 weeks to the point where they're like, okay, fine, we'll do the surgery on the 5th of December. Just chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? They're like, stop calling us, please. They got to that point where I was like, no, this needs to get fixed now because it should have been fixed a long time ago, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it was one of those things. Like, so yeah,
I see, I see. Well, I mean, at least you're pushing for that progress.
yeah.
And here, just need a message my co-host here.
But I've been doing a lot of
Yeah,
I've been doing daily drops on the Remix platform, doing like the collectible moments thing. So that's been nice to pop in there and like just do like a quick little like work in progress thing. You know what I mean? So that's been
Hmm.
fun.
Nice, nice. Happy to hear you're still going. Um, you're still trying to stay active, even like when you're in your recovery. Let's see, Canessa, can you hear us? Yes, no. Do you need to drop down? Come back up.
yeah, I can hear you. It just seems like it's cutting out a little more than usual. And then Chaz was like, the button said it was requesting, even though he was a speaker. So yeah, normal day in Twitter.
Normal Twitter day.
And
But
oh yeah, I'm having a 50% off sale on all my foundation pieces. If anybody's interested, it's in my pinned post. I was like, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, let's go. You know what I mean? So
you're going with the holidays here, and
you know,
and I mean Cyber Monday does fit the description as well. So, damn, that's such a good idea. I wonder if
especially for my art, because I'm everything I have, everything I do is like pretty much cybernetic based. So Cyber Monday is pretty much like my good time of the year for me to like put stuff on sale. Yeah, I'm just like letting people give me like 50% off offers on anything that I have on my foundation right now if they want them, which I think is cool.
noise. Let's see. Oh, looks like we lost our co-host here. But while we wait for her to get back up here, I want to say a big hello to Third Planet Studio, um, down there in the listeners. They are going to be one of our performers tonight at the community building, the Decentraland Music and Arts Fest. So, and they will be sharing a ton of music from all their community members, and kind of showcasing them and showing off their music, and yeah, I'm hoping to even like have the opportunity to meet some of those musicians that are going to be featured tonight. So should be a fun time. Third Planet, thank you once again for being a part of this and putting in so much time and effort. Especially, I know you're getting ready to go to Art Basel, and just trying to squeeze in this event right before. So I really appreciate that you're doing this for us. And let's see, Canessa, we have about 6 minutes left in today's space. Can
So, Sin, tell us what are you most excited for this event? Putting you on the spot.
What am I excited for? We spoke a little bit about it last night, during the Beast roaming party with Make and Pinch. I mean, for starters, just to kick off the entire event, we have Fifi performing, uh, Fifi Tango, and I think that right there is the perfect way to kick off a our community event. I've been kind of like chasing Fifi around, being Ganessa through like all of our different town halls, being like, "Hey Fifi, come perform for us, please." But yeah, Fifi will be at the event tonight to kick it off. And I mean, followed by Yoshiro Mir, which he's coming in with some super cool visuals. So yeah, very excited for the first hour. And of course, we have Steve Sai, we have Stony Eye, we have DJ Henny Wubbs. Like this is definitely a stacked lineup. Bobby Yaps is coming through, and Ghost Train will be doing kind of like a 1 hour and what is it, like a 1 hour and 20-minute music share, like highlighting his friends, his community members around him, and then a 40 minute set with his music. So that should be interesting as well.
I might just have
Yeah,
to slap on the Oculus in my comfy chair tonight and like go jump into Decentraland like from the comfy chair in the Oculus.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Just thought about it just now. Like I've had an Oculus forever and it's like sitting there collecting dust. I'm like, this would be a good time to actually be in the Oculus without having to like move. Just use the paddles.
I'm trying to think. Vanessa, do you know if if there's been any VR progress done?
I know. I mean, I got to try it out in Portugal in September, and it was really. I thought it was really good and really advanced. Like, um, from what I could see, if somebody was like, "This is the new VR client," I'd be like, "Yeah, this totally looks finished." Yeah, I think they're working on it. I think they've got like that, the mobile, and the Godot Bevy, like all of those uh, at once, and they're a small team, but they're um, really brilliant. I would say, like very quiet, very yeah, just kind of Lean and Kurt stick to themselves. I think they're like smart, quiet guys, and they know how to build stuff. So um, I think it's yeah. I think next year. I mean, definitely we'll probably hear more about the actual progress of how it's going. But right now, I think
Mhm.
everybody on that end is knees deep in the 2.0.
So maybe you won't be able to join us on Oculus, but I could uh I could tell you we are going to be streaming it to Twitch and stuff like that. So perhaps that's something that you could pull up from your chair and hang
Yeah,
out and
yeah. I
have a
can pull up
listen.
the I have the iPad and my extra laptop over there on next to the chair. So
Nice.
the cool thing about the new table that sits next to it is that it has its own plugs inside of it for USB and like AC, like regular power. Like
Nice,
you
nice.
keep everything charged while it's like sitting on the table or like you know what I mean, like right next to me. So I kind of love that.
That's awesome. So, yeah, hopefully you can join us tonight. And I guess we've hit our hour. Today we're cutting it a little short, Chaz, because we have about 14 hours worth of events to host between the next 2 days. So I guess what do you think, Vanessa? Should we start closing down?
Yeah, I think it's time. Give everybody a chance to have a nice, good day. Go get a walk. Go, I don't know, do something, eat, and we'll see you back in a few hours.
All right. Chaz, any final thoughts? Any final words you would like to leave all our listeners with?
No, thanks for having me. It's nice to hear your voice. Like, it's nice to be back on the space again, first time in a long time. So, you know,
Hmm.
check out what's on my timeline. There's all kinds of cool stuff I got going on today. Like, finally minting stuff. Like, doing a lot of stuff with Remix. I love the Remix XYZ platform. They're really cool. You can go on there and like collect moments for free, or you can get them for you can tip if you want to. It's up to the person who collects it. So I think it's really rad. So I don't know if you know about them or not, but they're like my favorite people right now. They're actually doing something really good for the community, for the artists.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you for sharing, and yeah, hope to see you at the event tonight. Um, and yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for your time. Um, Not sure about Beyond the NFT this week yet. Once again, I've been focusing so much on putting together this event that I've kind of missed my mark for finding a guest. Unless I can find one tonight, or one maybe someone that performs that is performing at the festival. Maybe I can get one of them to be our guests for Beyond the NFT. But besides that, I mean, thank you everyone for popping in for this short space today. Really appreciate you. And yeah, let's get ready to party tonight and tomorrow. Tonight we start at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And Sunday we begin at 2 p.m. Eastern. That would be 11 Pacific, I believe, right? 11 or 12.
11. So 11, 12, 1, 2. So 11 Eastern, or sorry, Pacific.
Okay, so
Don't,
11
don't ask me at this.
so 11 a.m. EST. But yeah, thank you everyone for your time. Thank you for being here. A kid called Meta Beast, love you, Mang. Saw you pop in, so gotta give you some love. And yeah, we'll be back here next week for week 132. Hopefully we have some stories to tell amongst each other of like how awesome the festival was, or war stories about like how we were the underdogs and we triumphed over the Decentralands. Alrighty, everyone. Take care of yourselves and have a great week. See you later.
See you later.